Halloween was started about 2000 years ago. Well, it wasn't quite Halloween as we know it. It was called the Samhain Festival and was celebrated by the Celtic people. Samhain marked the end of the year's harvest and start of a new year. Huge fires were lit to honor the dead. It was also believed that the veil between the living and dead was at its thinnest during Samhain, and that you could communicate with the dead during this time. Sacrifices were made to appease the Celtic gods, and animal skins and heads were worn as costumes. It's possible the sacrifice part of the celebration was adopted from Norse Vikings that had settled in the area. Vikings would make sacrifices to their Norse gods such as Thor and Odin. Halloween developed into what it is today over a long period of time with many influences. Romans had their own celebration of the dead called Feralina, which definitely influenced Halloween after they took over most of the Celtic lands around 42 AD. Each time a new culture was introduced to the celebration, elements would be added and some forgotten over time. Trick-or-treating, for example, is believed to have become part of Halloween later on and has roots in mumming, which children would do in medieval times. It was continuously celebrated for hundreds of years, and eventually Christian popes would try to replace the pagan celebration as Christianity spread and grew stronger. November 1st was determined to be All Saints' Day, where you would pray for the dead. This, of course, turns October 31st into All Hallows' Eve, which became Halloween. So, all the way from the beginning of Halloween, thousands of years ago, it has been a celebration that involves the dead. It wasn't easy getting people in North America to accept the new holiday once it became part of the church's calendars. Many in New England opposed the holiday. It wasn't until the 19th century, when many Scottish and Irish people migrated to North America, that it would become a major holiday in the USA and North America. And by early 1900s, it would be celebrated through all of America. Nowadays, the largest Halloween parade in the world is the New York Halloween Parade, with over 90 million people watching it on TV and more than 65,000 people dressed up in costumes. A fun fact is that traditionally in Ireland, turnips was carved rather than pumpkins, but once they migrated to North America, they found it easier to carve the native growing pumpkins than turnips. Now you know the history of Halloween. Check out one of these videos to learn about another holiday. Leave a like and subscribe. Stay interested.